Lesson 11.7, surface area and volume word problems. All right, for example 1, we have a 10-ounce rectangular box of cereal. Has dimensions 10 inches by 7 inches by 2 inches. Okay, a box of cereal. Something like that. All right, so we have 2 by 7 by 10. All right, what is the surface area of the box? Okay, well, the area of the front and the back is going to be 2 times 10. All right, and since there's 2 faces like that, times 2, then I have plus the area of the left and right face is 7 times 10. All right, there's 2 of them, times 2. And then I have the area of the bottom and the top face. So that's 2 times 7, and there's 2 of them. So I have 2 times 10, which is 20, times 2 is 40. 7 times 10 is 70, times 2 is 140. And then 2 times 7 is 14, times 2 is 28. So I have the surface area is 208. And in this case, it's 208 inches squared. All right, it said 10-ounce rectangular box of cereal. Did we have to use the 10 ounce for anything? No. This is just a problem where you have to determine what information is important to solving what they're asking for. All right, going on to part B. Ava made a pencil holder in the shape of an open square prism that has a volume of 96 cubic inches. If the sides of the base are 4 inches long, what is the height? Okay, open square prism. All right, the sides of the base are 4. What is the height? I'll tell you this volume is 96 cubic inches. All right, so what's the volume formula for a prism? The volume is area of base times the height. So the area of base is 16. I don't know the height. The volume is 96. I divide by 16, and the height is 6. In this case, 6 inches. Done. All right, for part C, Leah made 2 candles in the shape of right rectangular prisms. The first candle is 15 centimeters high, 8 centimeters long, and 8 centimeters wide. Okay. 15 centimeters high, 8 centimeters wide, 8 centimeters long, 15 centimeters high. All right, the second candle is 5 centimeters higher but has the same length and width. All right, so it's 8 by 8 and 5 centimeters higher, which means the height is 20. All right, how much additional wax was needed to make the taller candle? All right, so how much additional wax? All right, we're talking about space once again. All right, so volume of wax or additional wax, okay, additional wax, is equal to the volume of the big prism minus the volume of the small prism. So I have the area of the base for the big prism, which is 8 times 8, that's 64, times its height, which is 20, and then minus the volume of the small prism. The area of its base is 8 times 8, which is 64, times the height, which is 15. Okay, so I have 20 times 640, that's 1,280, then minus 15 times 64, which is 960. All right, so I end up with 320 for my volume of the additional wax. And we're working with centimeters here, so that's centimeters cubed. Done. All right, for part D, Matt is painting a box in the shape of a rectangular prism that is to be used as a stepping stool. The base of the box is 20 inches by 10 inches, and the height is 10 inches. Okay, so something like this. All right, so this is 10, this is 20, and the height is 10. I said if Matt does not paint the bottom of the box, then how many square inches will be painted? All right, if we're talking about painting something, we're talking about surface area. So I have to calculate the surface area of this figure. The only part that I'm not going to count, though, is the bottom of the box. All right, keep that in mind. So there's the front and the back. The front and the back is 10 times 10. It's the area of the face, and there's two of them. Then I have the left and the right side. That's 20 times 10, and there's two of them. And then I have the area of the top and the bottom. But once again, not the bottom, so just the top. And the top's going to be 10 times 20. And there's only one of them. So I have 10 times 10 is 100. I have 200 here. 20 times 10 is 200. Times 2 is 400. Then I have 10 times 20, which is 200. So I have 800. And it's going to be inches squared. Done. All right, a classroom globe has a diameter of 18 inches. All right, a globe is a sphere. Okay, this is a three-dimensional object, not a circle. All right, what is the approximate surface area in square inches of the globe? Round the answer to the nearest 10th decimal place. All right, and they give you the surface area for a sphere. So it's simply 4 pi. What's r in this case? R is half the diameter, so it's 9. So 4 pi times 81. Make sure you don't do 4 times 9 and then square that. All right, first square the 9 and then multiply by 4. And now I have 324 pi. Okay, and I want you to round it to the nearest 10th decimal place. So you could plug pi into your calculator. And it will be 1017.9, because I'm rounding it to the nearest 10th. And what units are we working with? Inches. Done. All right, for part F, Vic is constructing a spherical model of Earth for his science fair project. His model has a radius of 5 inches. All right, so the Earth spherical model, here's a sphere, draw a circle, and then draw sort of a half oval horizontally, and then make the rest dotted. And then here's my radius for my sphere, r. All right, has a radius of 5 inches. Radius is 5. Okay. Since roughly 75% of the Earth's surface is covered by water, he wanted to paint 75% of his model blue to illustrate this fact. Approximately how many square inches on his model will be painted blue? All right, and here's the surface area formula once again. So the surface area that's blue, that would be equal to 4 pi r squared, but I want 75% of the surface to be blue. So I can multiply by 3/4. You could also multiply by 0.75. It's the same thing. Your choice. But since I'm using a fraction here, watch what happens. Chicka. All right, so I have 3 pi r squared, and r is 5. All right. So I have 3 pi times 25. So I get 75 pi. And the surface area, that's blue. Okay, let's see here. And we get, what do we get? We have inches. So it's going to be inches squared. Oh, it says round your answer to the nearest tenth. So let's plug in pi. So I get 235.6 inches squared. Alrighty, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, please make sure to ask. Begin the assignment.